Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Sometimes couples get stuck just going through the motions in their relationship, living more like roommates than soulmates. Charlie Simpson with the Arkansas Relationship Counseling Center is here to share the challenges of this dynamic and how couples can strive for healthier, happier relationships. Yeah, I mean, come on, if I'm in a relationship, I don't want to be I want the benefits of the relationship.
You want the soulmate, but I just hear so many couples that will tell me in sessions, we go through these difficult times, it's hard for us to repair and get things back on track, and they just start moving slowly into just being roommates. They parent well, they have good careers, they even have nice social lives, but once they come home, it's just like we just go through the motions. But what's important is really understanding how soulmates live, and they just do the small things intentionally, that's all. So what we know is that the research tells us is that for every one conflict that a couple they must have 5 positive interactions. And what this do is really builds their friendship foundation. So, you know, we don't want to stop the conflicts. If they just have conflicts, they just have conflicts, but they have to be intentional with making sure that they're doing the 5 positive things, dating each other, or just trying to find ways to laugh, flirting with each other, just going out for ice cream, going to get your flu shot together. I mean, just small things to just make sure that they're still having those positive interactions.
What are some disadvantages of living as roommates instead of soulmates?
You might want to close your ears on this one. If you live as roommates for long periods of times, you die earlier. So research tells us that for men that stay in unhealthy, mistrustful relationships, that they're 11 times higher to die earlier than men that are in, you know, relationships where they're much more healthier. And for women, they have more of the psychological and the physiological challenges if they stay in unhealthy relationships. So it is important to understand that healthy relationships, you do live longer.
Yeah, I mean, we are social creatures, and I do think we are meant to be together. We got to work it out. But for people who are in these situations where they're roommates and they're staying together for the children.
Oh, this is a tough one. It's a tough one. We do know that kids are watching, whether you're living as a roommate or a soulmate. So it is important to make sure that we're trying to do the best that we can in front of the kids. You know, divorce is one of those traumatic events, and oftentimes parents might say, let's just do this roommate thing until we finish. What they have to do in those moments is make sure that they're doing the best they can to show the kids you know, some type of positivity, because the kids are picking and choosing what they would like to emulate once they enter into their relationship. So it is important to make sure that they're seeing the best interactions possible.
All right. Well, we know you always throw out some interesting statistics, and one that has really stuck with me is that people who do divorce, a lot of them don't want that.
That's
so
correct.
If we have couples who are currently living as roommates but would like to flip the script and go back to being soulmates, is that possible?
It is possible. They have to be intentional with getting the education on what the steps they need to take in order to live as soulmates, because a lot of the times we don't have that experience growing up, so we don't know what healthy relationships, how they look. So we just do what we know, and oftentimes that can move us into a path where we just slowly move into roommates, not intentionally but unintentionally. But reach out to the Arkansas Relationship Center. Jump on, you know, sites where there are where there is research that can kind of educate you on how soulmates live. But more importantly, you have to gather the information to help you better understand what steps to take in order to move into a healthy relationship.
And let's review that one negative for 5 positives formula.
Right. So you don't want to just try to avoid the conflicts. Conflicts are inevitable, they will happen, but we have to keep that friendship strong by having those 5 positive interactions. And it could be anything fun, just going out to events together, you know, small things, eating ice cream together in bed. It doesn't matter what it is, but we have to find those 5 positive interactions to, you hear me say all the time, fill your love bank. Because when you have that conflict and you have to pull out a withdrawal, you have to have enough in the bank to be able to get through the hard times. So.
Do you know what word I like to use a lot is to be intentional in your relationship. Really make a point of doing those gestures.
You have to.
Because, yeah, it does add up.
There you go. Listen to Nicole.
Every once in a while, you drop a little pearl of wisdom on
There
me,
you
Charlie.
go.
All right, well, great to see you. Thank you
Good
so
being
much.
here.
For a deeper look at how to move from roommate to soulmate status, reach out to Charlie and his team of licensed therapists at the Arkansas Relationship Counseling Center. Just scan the QR code on your screen or visit arkansasrelationshipcenter.com. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Arkansas Style.